Hey guys, as always, thanks for stopping by. More mess in Portland. Let's talk about that. Today's episode is brought to you by all of you Patriots. Every thumbs up is a huge help. Y'all know I always say that, but down below a comment is a help, as well as just hitting a thumbs up and even a subscribe if you would like to. So thank y'all for all of that. Today's episode is brought to you by all of y'all. Appreciate each of y'all. I'd go through a scamdemic any day with you Patriots. Now, speaking of subscriber numbers, I don't want to jinx anything, but we're getting ready to click over to a really exciting number. I've been working on this for literally years to get to this point. And I want to mention it to y'all to say thanks, of course. But also, just get this on your radar, get it in the back of your mind, start paying attention and trying to get in here day after day, because when it hits, there's a really good giveaway coming. I've been stacking up gear all summer long, so I've got a really, really good pile of gear to give away to y'all just to say thank you. We did a couple giveaways over the last couple years, and this one's going to be a good one. It's going to be by far the biggest one ever, so it's going to be really easy to get entered in. There's going to be some ways to get entered in. You do one thing, but there's going to be some others where you just leave a comment down below, free of charge, 100%. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be easy. So thanks. Now, I want to mention this to you and just get this onto your radar so you can be watching this over the next couple days or weeks. In Portland, a Democratic-held city, a lot of nonsense has been going on, but over the weekend there was a shooting with over 150 rounds fired. Thankfully, nobody was seriously injured. There was one small injury in a lady's arm. She's fine by all reports and non-life threatening, so thankful for that. But when these articles come out, if you will pay attention, watch how these are written, watch what people say, by people I mean the media. Watch what they're saying, and they will twist things, spin things, talk about things in specific ways. And the thing they're saying about this incident over and over and over is 150 rounds. Why? It sounds dramatic, it sounds big, it sounds like a lot. I shot nearly, I think, 1,000 rounds over the weekend, this past weekend, myself, all alone. So you hear 150, oh my gosh. It's like the Wild West out there. But here's the question for y'all, and I want to get this on your radar, but to also ask you this question. How is this going to be spun? Or spun, I think is the right word. Let's go past tense. How is it going to be spun? What are they going to do? Remember, the Democrats say this, never let a crisis go to waste. So what are they going to do with that? There's already some theories. You're going to have to put your tinfoil hat on this one, but already some theories that maybe this incident is going to push through a new revival, because it's already being talked about so much, but a new revival of high-capacity bands or high-capacity magazine bands. One of the main tenets in the Democrats, they have it on their websites, one of their main tenets in the gun control conversation is the banning and restriction of high-capacity magazines. Yes, I don't even know what that means. What is high-capacity versus low-capacity? It's a bunch of nonsense, but they will try to do it, and are they going to try to use this? Now, currently, we're in a season right now where there's so much going on that a lot of the restrictions, the laws, the banning, the anti-freedom stuff has been pushed to the side a little bit. Not in Virginia, as well as a couple other states. But overall, a lot of that stuff has been pushed aside for this year. I'm thankful for that. But is this going to be a revival of that? So I want to get this on your radar. Pay attention over the next couple weeks and see if they start talking about it. Here's a question for you as well. What happens if Biden wins in the fall? Where does that put us? I've been thinking about that as well today. Some say it's going to be actually good for our side. I disagree with that. But Sleepy Joe, Sniffing Joe, Child Sniffer Joe, what happens if he wins? Where does that put us with our freedoms? Been thinking about that as well. I want to see if y'all have an opinion. And here's why. We just clicked over to August. This isn't about Portland at all, but we just clicked over to August, new month, a little closer to the election. Want to see and hear what you all have to say. It's a complete mess out there, and once again, in a Democratic-held city, we see nonsense going on and going on and going on. Final question. Kind of getting a 3-4 today, a threefer. When is enough going to be enough? Been thinking about that as well over the weekend, because people are getting fed up with all of the nonsense. In Louisville, I don't think I'm ready to talk about it just yet, but there is some serious Casa Nostra or organized crime activity going on in Louisville, where business owners are being forced to put things in their windows. I may talk about that this week. But there's a lot going on. When are Americans going to stand up? When is enough enough? Fauci is saying that maybe we're going to have to start wearing goggles. I don't see that happening. But if you would have asked me that in March, would I have seen the masks everywhere? I wouldn't have believed that either. And we've done that. I've worn them. Worn one on an airplane not long ago. So 3 questions for you. Would love to hear your opinion. Just kind of stirring things today. Kind of thinking about things today. Kind of working through what's going on. The big one is, what about Portland? Are they going to use this? And then finally, pay attention to what's going on in Virginia. People are standing up there. There's getting pushback to Governor Blackface. People do need to stand up there. This is my bullpup, and to anyone that is against me or my XR15 or what I call my shorty from my cold, dead hands.